peace, only war.
What is up, gents? World Top 40k player and a Recon Marine, Keevil, bringing you some 40k action over at the Dirtbag Nation. We got a battle report for you today. This is our fourth game with Grey Knights. Our first 3 games was an RTT, which we will go over very shortly. That was super learning experience. This one is going to be more competitive, more strategic, kind of get a little bit of reps under yourself. So this one we're running Sanctic with a couple Dread Knights, the Paladin Brick, Sigil, really good. We're going against our boy Roger with Green Tide. We're going to go over our tactics in most of our battle reports. It's a 30 to 40 minute battle report, going over what we did good, what we could have got better at, some different things. What's cool about this, guys, is we know Green Tide. That's like our main list. We're playing Roger, who is running essentially our similar list, but we're also playing Grey Knight. So we're playing 2 armies that we both know on the Dirtbag side. We're #1 ranked Ork player in the United States right now. We were #1 Grey Knight player 3 years ago in the world. So 2 favorite armies that we were playing here. We're going to go over a lot of 11th edition tactics and stuff that we could have done better at throughout the game. So if you guys are new to the channel, thanks for clicking on the video. If you guys are supporting us over at the Patreon page, I appreciate you guys. Wouldn't be doing this without you. And my members now over at YouTube, we are growing super fast at the Dirtbag Nation. If you guys want to support the channel, head over to there and get the merch. If you guys want to click on the merch store is now open with all of these designs. So go check that out on all the shirts. We have our Crow, Makari, Gaz, all that. That's in the description below. And if you guys want these ahead of time, head over to Patreon and get some coaching with either myself or another Dirtbag coach. One-on-one coaching going into 11th edition. Ask any of the patrons over there if it's worth it. We try and get people better at the core rules, deployment, turn 1, secondaries, all that stuff. So appreciate it, guys. Let's get into a quick shout out with the sponsors, and then we'll be back for the battle report. All right, guys, thanks for clicking on the video. If you guys want to support the channel, stay tuned towards the end of the video where we'll go over all of this stuff, as well as any of the links in the description below for laser lines, shirts, and gear is in all the description. So stay tuned towards the end and enjoy the video. All right, guys, so this is my first time doing a battle report of 11th edition. So let me know in the comments below what you specifically want to see, like on the screen or when I'm going over it. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys. I'm mainly going to be going over kind of what we learned from 11th, the different core rules that we could have gotten better, or some still questions that are still coming up even after a couple games under our belt. So let's go over the list real quick, and then we'll go over the primary and stuff like that. I am playing for Grey Knights. I am playing Purge the Foe. He is playing Take and Hold for the Green Tide. So our mission, primary mission, which I'll pull up for you guys. Okay, I think I found something here. So this is the app. We got Purge the Foe and Take and Hold. We're playing Search and Destroy. This is the mission layout B. And I don't know where in the app if it would show kind of like the missions. I'm still getting used to the app. I'm not sure if I have to like pull up a website and show like the mission and stuff like that. I don't have the cards with me. All right, so this is that. Let's get back to this. So his list, guys, for Green Tide is going to be Gaz with this unit is insane. So it's Gaz with the Big Boss, which gives sustain hits 1 and +1 to charge. So he's got the Pain Boy, which is also reroll advances and charges with the enhancement. 20 boys, Gaz, Zodgrod with the 20 Gretchen because they are insane still. He's got a unit of 10 boys, Boss Snickrot in the corner here. Unit of 10 Gretchen, unit of 10 Gretchen, unit of 10 boys, unit of 10 boys, unit of 10 boys. So 1, 2, 3. So it's 120 man. So 20 man, 20 man. Yeah, so he's got a 20 man on the board, 20 man in the battle wagon, and a 20 man with Gaz. So 2 war bosses with the 20 mans, a 2x5 flash gits in a truck. There's a truck in reserves with 10 more boys. So he's got 3x10 boys, 3x20 boys, 2 war bosses, Gaz and the other 2 characters, 2x10 Gretchen, and 120 Gretchen with Zod. And that's his Green Tide. For us, we're running Sanctic and the Paladin attachment. He's running more DACA and the Green Tide detachment. So we are running 10-man paladins with all side cannons, 2x5 strikes, 2 dread knights, 2 Grandmaster dread knights. These 2 are the Grandmasters. We have a unit of 4 Terminators with the Librarian, and we have, that's it. It's literally 2 strikes, Paladins, Grandmaster, Libby, Termies, 4 dreads, and 2 strikes, and that's our list. It's a lot more. Oh, and a Tech Marine. Sorry, Tech Marine is right there. So a lot more units, a lot more drops than our RTT that we had, which was only 4. Sorry, I got to open my beer. It was only 4 drops. Now we have a lot more. In this detachment, we get to advance auto 6 with the Dread Knights. 2 of the Dread Knights, which are the regular guys, can advance, shoot, and charge. The other 2 can advance and shoot. There is a CP that I can spend to advance, shoot, and charge with these 2 guys. There's also a fallback, shoot, and charge with these 2 guys. They can spend a free strat once per battle round. Same with the Grandmaster over here. So I have a lot of options to kind of spread out the free strat. We use the free strat every single turn, and the scouts on the strikes are very good, so that way they can scout forward into the here, make it sticky, or scout backwards, and then these guys can scout forward. I can't get to that objective turn 1, but at least I can get near it on turn 1. So my primary this game is Purge the Foe. So if I kill a unit, that's 3 points. If I hold an objective, I get 4 points for each objective that I control in No Man's Land, and if I might get 1. And then if I take an objective, I get another 1. So let me pull that up for you guys. Oh, this is fucking easy. Cool. So we got Purge the Foe, take and hold. So this is Unstoppable Force. End of your turn, if you destroy 1 unit, that's 3 points. End of your command phase, you get 4 points if you control for each objective you control. So I'll get 4 points for each objective. And then Unstoppable Force, this is opponents. Okay, and then you control 1 or more objectives you did not control before. So 4 points for each objective you control at the end of your command phase. So it's a little bit harder. And then any battle round, if I kill units, 3. And then this one at the end of your turn, if I killed somebody, like took over an objective that I didn't control before, that's 3. End of the battle, if I control the center, it's kind of harder to going first with this thing. Going second in this matchup would be easier, because then you can just try and rush for the center and get 5 points for that. So that's at the end of the game. His thing, let's see if I can flip it, is a movable object. So any battle round, you control 1 or more central objectives. That's 3 points. At the end of your turn, you can get 3 points by holding the center. Second and fourth battle round, for each objective you control, you get 5 points out of your deployment zone. So if you hold your expansion objective, it's 5 points every single turn. If you hold the center objective, you'll get 5, 8 on that center objective. And then fifth battle round, or end of your turn, for each objective you control, excluding your home, another 5. So basically it's all about just holding objectives, not killing or anything like that. So literally you're just like sitting on the 2 objectives and just camping, and then that's it. You obviously want to try and stop your expansion objective on Purge the Foe, because if I hold 1 of the objectives in No Man's Land, that's going to get me points, which you want to try and deny as the take and hold opponent. So let's minimize that. Let's get back to this one. Cool. So this is our deployment. It's search and destroy, so it's 9 inches still from the center. He's got a lot of stuff back because I have a lot of shooting. All my Dread Knights are kitted out with silencers and side cannons. So the 2 Grandmasters, I didn't use the Meltas. That's an extra 30 points I didn't have or spend. These guys have a side cannon. This guy has a silencer in the Terminator unit. So it gives me like a little bit of precision. It's really good with precision against boys, because there's only 3 wounds on the pain boy. So if I can like precision the pain boy out, that would be the goal. Sucks that the Dread Knights do not have precision on their 12-shot AP0 guns. But still, and then the Tech Priest is pretty cool. So we went first. Grey Knights, of course, this is our 4th time in a row going first with Grey Knights. But our goal, we scouted up first. We made this sticky. We put 3 on the center. We kind of tempted him. Like, all right, do you want to wild turn 1? Because he's pretty far back. He didn't start a lot of stuff on the line, and he really couldn't, because if I went first, I could have just shot most of the stuff that was out in the open. So these guys are pretty far away. I think they're like 18 inches away here, and then maybe 17 inches away here. And then Gaz, if he advances, he gets to reroll the advance, and then you get +1 to charge or +2 to charge for 1 CP in Green Tide. So he can actually get pretty far, but he's sacrificing this unit just for 5 strikes in that. But I put 3 on there, so it's 6 OPSEC. He needs at least 7 OC on the center to stop me from scoring it, as well as get center for his primary. My primary wasn't able to kill anything turn 1. I did have some random pot shots from this guy advancing up to here, the Grandmaster. Got 24-inch range down to here, and actually did like 9 wounds to this this truck. I spent a free CP because he gets a free CP, +1 to wounding against vehicles. So I'm wounding the vehicle on 5s, 4s with my AP2 side cannon. Not bad, 3 damage. He failed 3 of them, so just took flat 9 damage on that. And then strikes moved up. I put 1 guy on the objective there. These guys all ran up here. The Paladins ran there in case he did come out. I can try and overwatch these guys. So it's just a bunch of random side cannons and bolters, but just a random overwatch that if he does move this big blob out, I can start chipping away at it. And then these guys just waited. So these guys waited behind there. I put the Tech Priest within 3 of these 2 guys, so that way next turn I can advance up and start to threaten this objective over here or the center. So these 2 guys, there's really no shooting from the Orks right now, so I can be basically as far as I want to be to try and threaten the charge. But yeah, these guys being able to advance, shoot, and charge with one of them getting +1 to hit, that's kind of scary. So these guys are all kind of just setting up in a straight line. I don't have to hold my home field. He doesn't have uppy downy. You can't uppy downy turn 1 anymore, and his reserves can't come in until turn 2. So my backfield, sticky, kind of just leave it open. I don't need to hold my backfield with Purge. That is what I'm noticing, is you have to really see if you need to screen out at all. And if you don't really need to screen out and your opponent doesn't really get anything for holding the home field objective, you don't have to be super cautious with trying to screen out. That is one of the things I noticed in 11th edition so far. So we're just aggressive. We're just like, all right, come at me. He decides not to wah, which is smart on him. So he puts like a bajillion OPSEC on this expansion objective, which for taking hold, that's exactly what you want to do. So these guys are all there. Boss Nickrot doesn't move over here. The boys run up and put 1 guy on the objective here to try and make it sticky next turn. Gaz, this is his mistake. This is the first mistake that he made throughout the game. He brought Gaz out. So if Gaz just waits here and kind of just like, Gaz doesn't even have to come out. So if Gaz is like there, right? So all the guys are there, and then you can kind of like spread out 9 inches and just put your 3 or 4 guys right here. He advanced 11. So if these 4 guys, 4 boys can get on the objective, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You tie 1 back. That's 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 boys there, which if everybody else is behind here, I essentially would need to one-shot the squad, which is not going to happen, to try and kill all of those boys, which, again, just wouldn't happen. Now, if I do kill, let's say, all 7, let's say I kill 8 boys in his turn, he could spend a CP, bring back D3 plus 2 boys, and then the Pain Boy, if you needed to, can also bring back boys. So essentially, you could just bring back 5 fucking boys again to extend the threat range, and then move up and advance and charge on turn 2. So I think his mistake was he brought Gaz out, he gave me a character, he brought the Boss Boy out, gave me a character, and the fucking Pain Boy all came out, plus Makari. Everything came out. So this was his mistake. This basically won me the game with this fucking move right here. So all the characters are back here. Makari's back here, everything's back here. He basically steals the center, so he gets the 3 points. He stops my primary. All these guys get out of the vehicle here, which I think he should have. Like, this guy did take wounds, but if he runs this guy up to here and just stage this thing here, I guess it's fine. So if you get out here, that's fine. He just basically ran out and staged here, which is fine because he does have a horde move, and he can bring guys back. So this does threaten my home field over here. But if they're in the battle wagon, at least like they can get out. If I kill the battle wagon, they're battle shocked, but you just need to roll a. Our war boss is 6. Let's check the war boss leadership. Yeah, he's leadership 6. So you essentially can just try and roll 6 to unbattle shock yourself. And if you do, you basically threaten this entire side with getting out of the battle wagon. If you don't, you just kill everything on the objective and just don't fucking worry about it anyway. So that's that. These flash kits are in here. He wanted to move these guys up and shoot my paladins, and I reminded him one time of the sigil, because you want to be a good opponent. You want to tell you, like, hey, I got sigil, don't forget. So he's like, all right, never mind, I don't want to do that, because I would have literally just picked them up and put them like here. So that way on my turn, I could have just moved up and just fucking precision gazzed out on turn 2 and just killed everything. So if I can kill Gaz and this unit, that takes a huge threat for Grey Knights off of the table, because most of the AP and damage is from Gaz and this unit. Everything else is just AP2 2 damage with the knobs, and then AP1 1 damage with everything else. So our 2-up saves is going to come in clutch with most of the game, and we're just going to try and stay back and shoot them from afar. That's our mindset going into Orks. So we stay back. Our turn, this is the end of his turn 1. Our turn 2, we pick up these strikes because he stole the middle, so I don't really need them right now. I picked up the Paladins, and I picked up one of the Dread Knights. So I picked up one of the Grandmaster Dread Knights, I believe, over here. So those 3 got picked up. Then we're coming back down, so we bring down everything to try and kill Gaz's unit. We're just like, all right, how many shots can I get into Gaz's unit? Now, when you're going to line up everything, you want to line up to the character 15 inches because of hidden. So basically, I line up everything within 15 inches of his character. So that way, since he has hidden, I can just basically shoot everything into that one guy and not worry about him pulling models and me being out of range. So I line up all 10 Paladins right here who get line of sight into Gaz's brick. I am within 9 of Zod, because if I make that charge, I can charge in 1 CP and murder Zod to get Zod off the table as well. The one Dread Knight over here got +1 to hit. He advanced over to here. He did make his charge. I failed the charge twice with the Grandmaster, so he wasn't able to get in. But lined up the Dread Knight, lined up the Terminators. These guys came back down to put 10 OPSEC on the center, so that way if he does have any boys left, I'm going to try and steal the center, which is taking over an objective I didn't control at the start of the turn. And in my turn, I did control this top one. So I got primary there. I took over this one. I killed this truck. So the guys got out after I killed it. This guy literally came as far away as possibly could right here. Towed there, shot this way, killed the truck. So that got me bring it down and a kill. So that was a really good shots from the Dread Knight over here. And these guys kind of just like tagged here and just waited right there. He has to come at me, so he's going to come at me. He has to roll like a 6 on the char or on the advance, and then he needs like a 6 or 7 on the charge. But if he rolls a 1, he's not really going to get to me. So I left the chance up there. And then let's see how many we killed. So we killed all of the boys. We killed Makari first go because I shot the silencer from the Terminators. I got line of sight straight through this angle, and I saw Makari. So I was like, all right, precision. I'm going to put Makari first. He rolls his, 3 or 4 saves. I just need him to roll 1-1, right? To try and do that. He makes it. And then my last precision guy over here shoots that way and kills Makari with precision. So the precision over there finishes them off, or finishes Makari off first. So I get rid of the invuln save and the lethal on the wah. And then everything else just dumps into the boys. So all of these guys just put all of the AP2 or AP1 2 damage into the boys. All my shit's psychic, so I ignore all the hidden or I ignore all the modifiers. So the psychic shots everywhere is a huge difference for Grey Knights. It's a huge buff for Grey Knights. So I shot 1, 2, full unit, 3 into there. I shot the Libby. And a silencer. I shot basically everything I possibly could into there. Finally killed the Pain Boy, all of the boys, Makari, and took this guy down to 2. Now, with the new rules with bringing guys back, even though there's just Gaz and this guy, he can still bring back boys, which is fucking insane. So on his turn, he's able to bring back boys. So he brings back 4 boys, moves them up, and then I'm able to Overwatch. So I Overwatch, kill the 4 boys again. But it's in his wall right now. So this is the end of my turn. It took my entire fucking army to shoot and kill this brick. I make that charge over here so that way Zod is tied up, because if Zod is not tied up, speed 12, advance, shoot, and charge, really scary. So he literally, with Zod, would have just advanced up this way, charged every single model in my army, and then I would be fucked, right? So I made that charge. Now they're stuck. They can't fall back and do anything. So that was a win for the Grey Knights. And that's me. So that's my turn. I didn't take this one over. He gets 5 points for this. And then that's it. So his primary, he holds that. His turn, he fucking runs everybody. These guys rapided. Forgot. This truck rapided up here with 10 boys. They roll 6. They get out. They roll 6. These fucking guys roll 6. And then Gaz rolls a 6. So every single unit that advanced up that I didn't want to get close to me all rolled 6s. I was like, this is fun. So these 10 boys are trying to go up and kill these strikes. The truck advanced up as well, got on the point. So he's basically stealing my primary up there. This battle wagon that has 7 wounds left ran up and staged for next turn over here. These 20 boys, he forgot to move them, but then he ran them up here just to stage one more turn. So he ran them to there. So the 20 boys are right there. These Gretchen don't move. These Gretchen don't move. These 10 boys stage there. Gaz advances up, makes the 4 boys. I kill the 4 boys in Overwatch. So all he has left is this guy with 2 wounds and Gaz. So I'm pretty confident that Gaz can't kill all of the Paladins. So I'm happy down here. This guy falls back. These guys move up to try and throw a grenade and then charge into my Dread Knight down here. And then all these guys are pretty much safe down here. So I'm pretty bunkered up down here. I'm pretty safe after neutering Gaz's squad. If Gaz has all of his boys, I probably kill my entire Paladin squad, honestly. These guys are advancing down here to charge into this guy and these guys. And that's it. So after his charge, I interrupted up here. And I killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I killed 3 boys. I think I wounded him 11 times, and he rolled like 8 or 9 5-ups. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So he rolled all the 5-ups, so they all lived. I think I might have killed like 3, and then he's able to swing back at me, but I interrupted up here because he wanted to obviously go with Gaz first. So Gaz came down here. He went first, killed 3 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he killed 3 of these Paladins. Sorry, 4 of these Paladins. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. They started with 11. So he killed 3. So he killed 3 Paladins and left this guy on 1. They clapped back and just murdered Gaz. Like it was just fucking hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s, bajillion attacks, AP2, 2 damage. It just murders everybody. Okay, so that's that. And then over here, he threw a grenade, charged in, really didn't do anything down here. I still have 9 wounds left on this Dread Knight. These guys can't do anything. Flash gets moved down. He was, again, going to shoot the flash gates into my Paladins. Asked me ahead of time. I said, they have Sigil. He's like, fuck, forgot. And he didn't shoot him. So good thing you remembered to ask, because I was 100% going to remove these Paladins off the side of the table, bring them somewhere else, probably down here for the counter charge, and then Gaz would just be in the fucking wind and not doing anything. So good question. Asked it. Didn't shoot the squad. These guys shot into the Libby or something. Didn't really do anything. The flash gets here. And then these guys charged in. They rolled a 8, I believe, and then he re-rolled it into a 12. So he's able to get the... This is one of the strats, guys. So you're within 9 inches. You have to stay within 9 inches for coherency. So he has the War Boss and then this guy. That's the max 9 inches. So he can't really consolidate or put anybody into the Dread Knight with that. And now, since he's not basing this Dread Knight, and he's about 2.5 inches, 2 inches away with the War Boss and 2 inches away with this knob, all I have to do is pile in my turn 3 inches this way, because he piles in first. So if he can't base me, I can then pile in after he's done piling. So I pile in away, same distance as I am from the unit. So let's say I'm 1.5 inches away from the unit. I pile in away and I end 1.5 inches or less away from the unit. Now this knob can't attack. So this knob can't attack. This guy can't attack. Only the War Boss can attack me because he's within 2 inches of engagement range. So I got rid of 4 attacks during the wall with the knob, because I'm able to pile away, stay the same distance as I started, away from the guy that I didn't really want to get attacked. So that's a little trick when it comes to pile in and consolidate. And then up here, He only did 1 wound. So during the wall, he does 1 wound to my Grey Knights up here after I interrupted. But he did steal this point. So he has that point. He has the center pretty easily. Gaz died. So I'm in a really good position because I'm about to go into my turn. Yes, during his wall, but my Paladins are free. 2 Dread Knights are free. I can fall back, shoot, and charge the other Dread Knight, and same with the other Dread Knight built in. So I'm pretty much wherever the fuck I want to go is where I'm going to go on my turn. So his wall, he killed 3 Paladins, 5 strikes, and did a couple wounds to the other Dread Knights, and that was it. So that was a really good counter wall turn. So our turn, we move up. We get this guy about 3.5 inches away here. These guys scooch up. The Paladins move this way. So the Paladins make a guy. So I made a guy here. I then moved up this way because I wanted to blow up these flash kits as soon as possible with all my 2 damage weapons. And I wanted to charge backwards into the Gretchen to try and take the Gretchen and Zod off the table. So I kept these guys pretty close. I stayed 9 inches from there to there with the Paladins. And then I shot everything into the flash kits, took them off the table. And then I wanted to charge backwards. These guys, this guy advanced up to here. This guy moved up to here. These guys scooted forward. This thing fell back, so I fell back 8 inches this way because I wanted to try and steal my expansion objective again. So he fell back 8 inches this way. I shot into the truck, and I did, I think, like 6 wounds to the truck. And then I charged the Grandmaster up here to try and help with clearing off these guys. I kill all but the knob up here. And then down here, I shoot everything into these guys, whittle them down to... oh, maybe that's what happened. So yeah, I spent a CP last turn and I killed the war boss. So I did 2 wounds to the war boss. He failed his 5 up invuln saves. He didn't have a CP to reroll it, and I did 6 wounds to the war boss. So on his wah, I killed the war boss. So the war boss took him out of the fray. Yeah, because he's dead now. So then he rolls the horde move after I target him with the shots, and he rolls a 1. Here's the 1. So he is more than 3 inches away from me, so he can't horde move into me. So he just moves 1 inch closer and just kind of like chills. So that was, he needed a 2. If he got a 2, he got into my Dread Knight, which the Dread Knight could still shoot him, but it now lets me shoot with everything else in the army and not worry about the horde move anymore. Okay, so we blow up all but there's like 3 or 4 guys back here, and then there's 1, 2, 3. So I didn't put enough into this unit to shoot it, which was my mistake. That was one of my mistakes throughout the game. Is that if you're going into a unit of boys, kill the fucking boys unit. Like, kill as many of the boys as possible. If you can take out the whole unit, take out the whole unit, because then they can just keep coming back like fucking fungus. Killed the flash kits. Killed all but 5 of these boys. I killed all but the knob over here. I took over this objective. I killed. These guys all moved up. I did charge everything into the Gretchen and these 10 boys. So I killed Snickrot with the fallback, shoot and charge Dread Knight right here. So he fell back, shot everything into Snickrot, killed Snickrot, took him off the table, and then charged into the boys, cleared the boys. I think I shot 6 boys, and then I charged in and cleared the rest of them. So all he has left, I did charge in, spend 1 precision for the... Paladins to precision out Zod. So once I precision Zod, I think I killed 4 or 5 Gretchen afterwards. So yeah, we killed 10 boys, Zod, bunch of Gretchen, 10 boys over here, flash kits, most of these boys, and those boys. So all he has left is this 20 boy with the war boss, Gretchen, 10 boys, Gretchen. This thing has 7 wounds left. This thing has 6 wounds left and 1 knob, and that's it. So going into the next turn, he held this one with like a bajillion OPSEC because of the Gretchen. I didn't have to take a leadership test. So he held that one, and he held this one. So he had 10 points for primary still. Taking hold is really good, guys. So taking hold there and there. Boys stayed in combat. These 20 boys moved up, got the charge off, charged into the Grandmaster and the Paladins. the war boss and the knob, everything goes into this guy, everything else into these guys. So he basically tied up the Terminators and wanted to do as much damage to this guy as possible, and took him down to 10. So only did 3 wounds to him. This guy's pretty much, he's got 6 wounds left up here because this thing advanced up, charged, or moved up, charged, tank shocked, did 3 wounds to himself, and then did like 4 wounds to me with the tank shock. So the new tank shock, if you roll 1, you take the mortal wound as well. So it took him down to 6. I healed as well. So he might have been down to 3, and then I spent a CP and healed up to 6. Passes leadership test. And then these guys are in combat with the truck. So now I have this objective. All he has left is the truck up here on like 2 wounds. He's got 3 boys left down here with the knob, or 3 boys in this unit. He's got the knob, war boss, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boys down here. All the Gretchen got wiped from the paladins, and 2 Gretchen left after. So after this turn, we still have all of our Dread Knights. We still have the Paladin brick that's now rezzing more paladins. We have the Tech Priest. We have the 4 Terminators with the Libby, and we have the 5 strikes. So at this point, it's kind of like, let's just play one more turn because there's nothing left. So I finish off these 2 guys. I finish off the truck. I advance up. I shoot the Gretchen like an idiot, and then I fail to charge. So I should have just charged to get behind enemy lines. But I kept behind enemy lines because I didn't score it. So that on turn 5, I'm able to get max secondaries. And this is all he has left are these 2 Gretchen units right here. So he can't get any primary, he can't get any secondaries, and this is the end board state. We just pick up 3 units. We get engage and behind enemy lines, and so engage, central ground, engage, and behind enemy lines. Those are our last 3 missions. So we get central, behind enemy lines, and engage on all 3. So really good. This is the final score. We finished up 96 Grey Knights, 53 Green Tide, take and hold. Our primary actually was really good. So we had to kill unit every single turn. We didn't kill one turn 1. So every single other turn we killed at least 1 unit. So that got us 12 points for that. We held our expansion objective at least 3 times, I believe. And then on turn 4, we stole more objectives. So we held expansion 3 times and then stole 1, 2, 3 more times, maybe 3 or 4 times we stole objectives. So that was really good. And we finished up with 45 out of 45 for primary. And on secondary score, we had 41 out of 45. It's so much easier to keep the secondaries because then you can just score them later on. Beacon, we got 3. Tempting Target, I ditched. I never got Tempting Target because he picked this one. I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going to get that. So I ditched Tempting Target to get the extra CP early. Behind enemy lines, we got 5. Bring it down, we got 5 because we killed the truck. Central, we got 5. Cleanse, we got 5. We held that an extra turn. You can see now when you hold it. So you get it here, hold it, score it the next turn. Get it here, hold it, score it the next turn. 3 for defend. He got models within my deployment zone, so I didn't get the full 5. No prisoners 5, and secure no man's land 5. So a lot of 5 points. 1, 3, 2, 3, and that's it. And then down here, CP remaining, I had 1 or 2 CP. I don't think that matters. And then painted. So yeah, 96 to 53. Green Tide. I might have that up as well. So Green Tide is this one. Okay. So Green Tide, he got primary 24 out of 45. And then for the secondary, he only got 19 out of 45. So Tempting Target, he got 5. Burden, he got 4. 10 for central, 5 for defend because I couldn't get in his deployment zone. I was stuck in combat, and then 0 everything else. So he only got 5, 10, 15, and then 19 for secondary. So way different from the first match. The first match we played was Shadow Legion, which we'll go over after this. So it's Shadow Legion versus Green Tide again. That was his first game ever of 11th edition. That's why I wanted to go over this one first. So what did I like about the Sanctic? I like that you can advance, shoot, and charge. Get the auto advance 6 so that way your dread knights are fast again like they used to be. Against other armies with the sigil, it's just so fucking good. With the paladins, they're almost unkillable. So you're not fearful of getting shot, at least for one turn. So basically you want them to be able to charge in, like shoot, charge in, kill something, not be worried about getting charged by something else scary. If they choose to shoot you, you then just pick them up and move them somewhere else. And then on your turn, you can then just move up and charge and kill something again. At that point, you should have made your points back with that unit. It's about 500 plus points, 525, 530. So you have to be able to make 530 points back with that unit before they die. And they definitely should be able to make that many points back with using Sigil the right way. You're going to tell your opponent, like, remind them, and then at the end, throughout the game, you don't need to remind them. It's not a gotcha. It's basically like, this is a thing. If I keep reminding you, there's no fucking point of me using this enhancement. Like, there's physically no point of me using it and spending 30 points to use it and have my guys die. So, like, you're going to remind your opponents to be nice. Like, turn 1, like, hey, remember I have Sigil. When you're deploying, hey, remember this has Sigil. But later on throughout the game, I'm sorry, I'm going to pick him up and put him over here now. Especially when, like, Gaz is about to charge into him. Like, hey, test game, whatever. Do whatever you guys want to do. Remind them, stuff like that, because you're testing. And if you're testing, you want to test the best way. So you're going to assume that your opponent's going to remember Sigil. So that way you're like, hey, remember I have Sigil. And then but in, like, an RTT or GT, a little bit different, because you're paying to play, so, stuff like that. And then the Tech Marine, clutch. Like, I definitely think having one Tech Marine that can up you down if you need to, but also making one of these guys hit on 2s and be able to heal. So you can heal with the strat and heal with him. So you can actually heal 6 life within a turn. So that's really good. Side cannons were cool. I definitely like having the side cannons. I think silencers with them with AP 0, not as good. But some people are running silencers with them because it's just a bajillion shots hitting on 2s with sustain. And I did like the silencers on all these guys. Instead of the flamers, you fucking always roll 2 on the flamers. So I did like having the 12 shots psychic, hitting on 3s, sustain hits 1, strength 6, AP 0, 1 damage. But you have 4 of them all over the place. I didn't miss the Melta. I didn't really bring them up and bring them back down a lot this game. I kind of kept them on that way I can move up, shoot, and charge. So I didn't mind the 30-point Meltas not having them. That's fine. And then the Libby was clutch. I love the Libby a lot. I'm not sure if I would change this list the way it is right now. I think this is the only thing I would change is take away one of the Grandmasters to add another Dread Knight, which is basically an even swap, because adding a third Dread Knight is like an extra 10 or 15 points. So that would be the change that I would make, is instead of 2 Grandmasters, you have 1 Grandmaster and then 3 regular Dread Knights. So with the Green Tide, we went over this at the end, where if the flash gets are really good with the DACA, because you're able to advance, shoot, and during the while you get sustain, hits 1, and rapid fire. So especially with the enhancement, so those guys can, like, advance up, get a bajillion shots, hitting on 6 most of the time anyway, but sustain and lethal once per game with the flash gets. The truck, good with the 10 boys. I miss the weird boy though. He doesn't have a weird boy in his list, but I love the weird boy being able to pick up and put down an objective. Now with 8 inches deep strike, you can basically get on most of these objectives pretty easily, because if I'm on this side of the objective, this is about a 12-inch distance to this side of the objective. So I can basically land down and steal that objective without having to make a charge in 11th edition. Same over here. So all the Gretchen were over here is able to still deep strike my paladins on this side of the objective, and I could have stolen it if it was only like 1 Gretchen on the objective. So that's definitely something to remember with the deep strikes and reserves. Also for him, he didn't reserve a 20-man brick of boys, which I always do, even against like Grey Knights and stuff like that, because I can't spread out, most of my army with this list. So you're going to be able to wrap it really anywhere you want. And if you wrap it on one side of the table, that basically side of the table is yours now. So this boys unit that really didn't do anything on turn 2, they kind of just ran up and sat here. They could have rapided where this truck was, and then that would have got 20 boys with the war boss in this side and probably killed the entire strike squad. So you would have basically had this side of the table for the rest of the game. That was the difference. That Gaz moving up, obviously don't do that, and reserve the 20-man boys with the war boss, and that is a completely different game. So definitely would like to play this again. I like this list so far. We definitely got to try it against something other than melee. So we'll test this out. But yeah, so far Grey Knight's looking good. Orks are looking great. You ignore the cover and all that stuff with Grey Knights. So yeah, really liking it, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you like this type of coaching and battle reports. We do this for our Grandmasters Patreons in 101. So you guys get to take pictures and we go over picture by picture, turn by turn. So that way we can get you guys better at 40K with deployment turn 1 and turn 2. So that is professional coaching. Get me in your corner for 11th edition. And if you guys want these videos ahead of time on patreon.com and members, go check that out. So that way you guys don't have to wait a week or two before these fucking come out for you guys. And check out the merch. All these are up in the description below. Really appreciate that. That helps support the channel as well. But guys, let me know in the comments below. First 11th edition battle report. Comment below so that way we can get better at it. I appreciate it. Good luck. And we'll see you in another video soon. All right, guys, thanks for sticking towards the end of the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the links in the description below, which we'll go over. But these right here, we have 3D prints of Cypher, Tech Priest, Phobo Libby, Combi Libby, Lieutenant, Calidus, Codiez, and the Lord of Contagion. All those are up for sale. Message me on Discord. All these widgets, the 6-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, they pop out. Those are up for sale. The 9-inch widget, the 1 CP token, where you guys can keep track of the CP every single game. The token markers for Chaos and Grey Knights, they're poker chips. Those are really good for sticky objectives. And then also the wound gauges and the fuck you and fuck me tokens are up for sale as well. And we have a new sponsor, Snot Goblin Terrain. They are really, really cool. What's great about them is you can customize them for any layout. So if you run a Games Workshop layout or if you run WTC layout, you can run it that way. And the best part, it's super hard plastic, not going to break on you. And also it's all fully painted. So check on the link below if you guys want to check these guys out. We use them in our streams and they look super awesome on the stream, but it's really good to travel into all your stores and bring them with you. So check those guys out. Then we still have 3D6 Wargaming, where if you guys want some custom templates, you guys can click on these. And then our new and improved Rexar lasers, laser lights with the Dirtbag logo on them. These guys are at a lot of local GTs, especially in the Texas area, but these lines are, or these lasers are rechargeable. So definitely be picking this up. I'm going to be getting sent one of these so I can show you guys on the live stream and stuff like this. But you guys get the Dirtbags and the lasers rechargeable, so highly recommend the Rexar lasers in the description below. Look at this. Look at that line. It is so good. And it's rechargeable. At the top, it's got the USB. Just plug it right in. Good to go. This shit is legit. And lastly, guys, the merch store. This I love seeing at GTs. When you see it across the room, you see your own logo, which is so cool. It's the red, white, and blue. We have the hats as well. They're all flex fit with the Dirtbags logo on the back. I just love wearing backwards hats. But all of these are available in the Printify shop. It's print to order, so you can get all of these shirts, different sizes, different colors. We also have the old school stuff. We have the Nurgling. We have mugs, which you can fit your entire hand in, and some of the Grey Knight logos as well. So let me know what I'm missing. You can message me on Discord, but stay tuned. If you guys are interested in the Patreon, that'll come up last. So appreciate it, guys, and let's keep it going. What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I had traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40k. Right now we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner, just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord, and also I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another grandmaster or another dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get. If you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these table setups that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons, you guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. We really want to get a bigger studio going. That is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.